to make a salad only using 5 ingredients and to be a guaranteed hit in your house? Just hang around. Hi, I'm Kay, and today we're going to be making a salad that I can guarantee you your guests are going to love it. Very simple and easy. And as a matter of fact, I don't even know the name of this salad, just so you know. But I think I ate it somewhere before, but it's just amazing. It's delicious. And the best part is that it's so simple to make, especially if you're in a rush and the last thing you want to be doing is dishing up and doing all these, laborious kind of work at your house. You don't want to do that, right? You want to make things that are simple, quick, and easy. Stay tuned. So for this quick and simple salad, all we're going to need is some Parmigiano Reggiano cheese, prosciutto di Parma, romaine lettuce. You could use any lettuce you want, to be honest, but I prefer romaine. Some balsamic glaze, vinegar, salt, pepper, any type of salt that you like, and of course, good olive oil. So we're going to start with chopping on lettuce. And again, I said, use whatever lettuce you like. I normally use romaine lettuce. I think that they're nice. They're good. I like that they're pretty. They're easy. They taste good. Some people might like iceberg lettuce or arugula maybe. It depends on what you like. One thing I always do is, because obviously what we want to do here is to make things that are nice, take it to the next level, make sure we elevate things, but at the same time we want to save money. So one thing I always suggest to do is if you have one of those membership, Costco's, Sam's Club, BJ's, you can always pick up like a big pack of romaine lettuce. I think there's like 6. I have used some of them, but I think I got like 3 left. So yeah, you got like about 6 of them, and you only pay like $6-7 for it. So if you think about it, you're only paying like a dollar change for one. So pretty economic, especially if you have a whole bunch of people coming to your house, because when a whole bunch of people come, you need to make sure you have enough food. I don't know about you, but I need to make sure that whenever people come to my house, I always have enough food to go around. Anyway, so back to chopping. So this is all you got to do. Just cut your onion, cut your lettuce. I almost said onions because I'm always chopping onions. Anyway, so this is what you want to do. Not too big, not too small. Make sure you cut them nicely. Once you have cut your lettuce, you're going to place them in a plate. Make sure you get a nice, pretty plate. Something white with a white background. I always said it doesn't have to be a big plate, nothing fancy, nothing elaborate. Just a white plate will do the trick. I always said, let the food be the star of the show, So just get a regular white plate and just make sure you put all your lettuce in there. Once you have them there, you're going to start with the cheese. Now, what I like to do with the cheese, here's the block of cheese. One thing I forgot to mention before when I was talking about the ingredients, you always want to make sure that you get, if possible, obviously, cheese can be very expensive. And if you're like me, somebody who loves to eat cheese, but cheese can be expensive, especially if it comes from another country, Italy or France. But especially if you get anything from the region of Europe, one thing you always want to make sure, if possible, to get a cheese. Let me just show you up close. That comes with this little yellow seal. Basically, all that means that this is an original cheese that comes from the actual region of Parma in Italy. And basically all that means, this is the demographic, means that this is the real deal. Do you know how champagne has to come from the region of Champagne in order to be called champagne? Well, same thing with this, right? Same thing with the cheese. And also same thing with the prosciutto, Parma ham. For those watching in other countries, it's the same thing. If you see anything like that, with the seal, that means that this is actually authentic from that region. So do not let this seal discourage you from buying them. I always said that it all depends where you buy them, right? There's a lot of supermarkets out there that you will buy this from, like, I don't know, it could cost you easily $10. I bought this for $5. If you're not familiar with, I don't know how some people may pronounce it. I pronounce it littles. I know some people pronounce it Lido or Lidl's. You know that very inexpensive supermarket that is like yellow, has like the signs are yellow and blue. Anyway, if you're familiar, especially here in the East Coast, there's a whole bunch of them. If you have one nearby your house, do yourself a favor. Stop by, go there, take a look. I know some people say, oh, it's a very cheap supermarket. Trust me when I'm telling you that they have a lot of good stuff there, because a lot of the stuff there comes from Europe. And one of the good things is that they're not passing all the extra costs onto you, right? Like other supermarkets do. You go and you buy something and they want so much money for it. You go to Little's and I guarantee you, you'll pay almost half of what you would normally pay in other supermarkets. So yes, and take it from me when I'm telling you that there's a lot of things there that you can buy that are actually quality. I'm telling you, don't miss out. Okay, so back to this. So what now? We're gonna take the cheese. Now take a piece of the cheese. You can just break a piece here, and this is what you might want to do. So you could either do the cheese curls like, with like a potato peeler. You could kind of, you may want to do this, like this, like little curls or flakes, whatever you want to call it. I personally like it better this way. Or some people who don't want that much cheese like that, you may want to get one of these, like a cheese grater. Oops, sorry. You may want to get like a cheese grater and just grate it a little bit. You could do it either way, whatever tickles your fancy. Yep, so we're back on the cheese. It's kind of like a Caesar salad, to be honest, but without the grilled chicken. So we're going to go ahead, keep putting more pieces of cheese. And now we're going to start with the prosciutto. You want to cut the prosciutto. So once we start with the prosciutto slices, just take them out and just place them like this on your plate. You could cut them if you want. I always say, you know what? Make them smaller, I suppose, especially if you have quite a lot of people coming over, especially if you're only going to get one pack. You want that one pack to go the long way. So we get a couple of slices here, and then what we're going to do is just cut them in half. And that's it. Just put them here, put them there. Now that we have placed the prosciutto on the plate, it should look something like this. And now what we're going to do is we're going to start adding our ingredients. So condiments, I should say, right? So what you want to do is start putting a little bit of black pepper, a sprinkle of sea salt, regular salt, kosher salt, whatever salt you like. Now remember, the prosciutto and the ham is actually already salty, so you might want to go easy on the salt. Right? Then put a very generous amount of olive oil. Once you have added the olive oil, then you can start with the balsamic vinegar. With the balsamic vinegar, it's very simple. It's a glaze, so it's sweet. It's a bit tangy, I suppose. Well, it's vinegar, but it's delicious. I will strongly recommend to get this. This is a hit. You put this on a platter. This is how you will elevate your next salad. I swear. It makes anything look pretty, and it's delicious. Now, obviously, if this is not your cup of tea, you can always get some other type of salad dressing, vinaigrette, whatever salad dressing you like. And this is basically how your salad should look like. Now that your salad is ready, you can start plating this, serving your guests. I would say this is probably good enough for 2 to 3 people, depending how hungry they are. And as I always said, a good chef will always taste their food. You want to make sure you get some of the cheese. You want to make sure you get some of the prosciutto. All the good stuff in here. Mmm. Delicious. I would put probably a little more pepper because I like things pepper, but My husband will eat the rest of this, and I know he's not gonna want a lot of pepper, but yeah, go ahead. If you want to put some croutons, go ahead. Put whatever you fancy. It's really your salad. But yeah, so this is it today, guys. I hope you go ahead and make this salad. As I said, it's delicious. I really don't know the name of the salad. I know it's romaine lettuce, prosciutto, and Parmigiano Romano cheese. So yeah, go ahead, make it at home. It's delicious. As I said before, get one of these. They last a long time. They're delicious. They don't go bad. I usually have this in the pantry for about a year. And here in North Carolina, we get all kinds of weather, so and it never goes bad. But sure, go ahead. This is about $5, $6 maybe. I don't know. I bought it last year. It might be pricier now, but yeah. But please go ahead, get one of these. I tell you, this will be a hit, and you won't regret it. That's it for today, guys. If you like this recipe, please go ahead and make it. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think about the salad, and I'll see you on the next episode.